The Wagner Group, which is a Russian-based military company, is making profits out of African conflicts. African countries are currently fighting. There is fighting in Sudan. There is fighting in Somalia. There is fighting in Mali. There is fighting in Central African Republic. And there is fighting in DR Congo. These countries are known for their rich mineral resources, either for gold, oil, or other resources. Others are known for harboring rare timber. Russian-based Wagner Group is telling Africans one thing: continue fighting while we make profits. While Africans fight, their governments and their presidents seek services of Wagner Group. When the Wagner Group arrives, they present their conditions. We provide military support in exchange for your resources. African presidents are helpless. They sell their country's resources for military support from Wagner Group. And since the source of profits for Wagner Group is war, they will do everything possible to ensure that these wars in African countries are endless. Normally, a businessman will protect what gives him or her profits. Wagner Group knows very well that the current unrests across African countries is their source of profits. In a way, this group of machineries can support terrorism. They can support this war and ensure that they last long, because by doing so, their profits will increase. I think African countries and African leaders should be very careful. Wagner Group is in Africa not for the good reasons. Wagner Group is in Africa for the bad reasons. In a way, I am forced to believe that Wagner Group in itself is a terrorist group, and in a way it supports terrorism. By doing this, it creates instability and forces African governments and African presidents, African countries to seek their services. When you seek the services of Wagner Group, they will come for your resources. The same is happening in Sudan. The Wagner Group has provided military support in exchange for gold. The Wagner Group has provided military support in Central African Republic in exchange for gold. The Wagner Group has provided military support in Somalia in exchange for porting services and oil. Wagner Group has provided military support to Mali. The same group has provided military support to Madagascar, not to forget Mozambique. If you analyze, currently all these countries are at war. In a way, I believe Wagner Group is supporting the endless wars. At the same time, the group is purporting to be providing military support against insurgency. Africans, I think you should put your presidents to tasks. Put them to task. Question their involvement and their engagement with Wagner Group. In this video, I am here to inform you, African countries, the innocent Africans, that your governments and your presidents sold your resources. Your governments sold your resources to Wagner Group in exchange for the purported military support. I argue and I claim that after connecting the dots, first from the primary mission of Wagner Group, which is to provide military support in exchange for unlimited access to resources, and their involvement in African countries, I am here to believe, to claim, to argue that Wagner Group in part may be a terrorist organization sponsoring wars across Africa, and at the same time claiming to be supporting African countries to fight the same terrorists. Care should be taken, and African leaders should be very careful before contracting Wagner Group. Thank you, Africans, and have a great day.